happened, isn't it? It's happened. It's been a while. It's been a good few years or longer, but finally, it's been confirmed by the club literally a few minutes ago. West Ham United, our beloved West Ham United, have signed a striker. So it's hard to believe. Rub your eyes, have a cold beer, or splash water on your faces. Yes, West Ham United have a striker, not a winger that's going to play as a striker, not a number 10 that's going to play as a striker, not a fullback that's going to be played as a winger, as a striker, sorry, but as a striker that's going to play as a striker, and it's the German international Niclas Füllkrug. Welcome to the club, my man. 31 years old, like I said, been talking about this boy in the last few shows and the last few days, and fairly simple one for me to explain. Yeah, for me, I mean, there's no questioning the kind of the pedigree. He's a fulling German international, and that means at the moment doesn't mean he had a few caps 2 years ago. He's a current German international striker. Scored a couple of goals in the Euros. So again, this is another signing that, if I told you 3-4 years ago we're going to sign a striker from Germany who's actually in the German international team, scoring goals, and you wouldn't believe me, and someone who's played in the Champions League, you wouldn't believe me, right? So this is all current information, and really excited about this, because always kept saying football, to understand football management, football signings, I don't think it's that complicated. Like I keep saying, you obviously you implement a manager, you believe in the way he's playing, you let him play in that style. You listen to when he came to the interview, you believe in it, you believe in Tim Steidten, and from a Sullivan point of view, you've instructed to sort of lead the line in terms of the signings, get them over the line, speak with the manager, do all the admin, all of that thing. So we all know what the J-Lo style is going to be, roughly, approximately, right? And all the signings that are coming in are slotting in nicely into that jigsaw, isn't it? In the past, it was like, why is a certain player coming? Why we bought him? Who is he? I mean, what's going on here? Where's he going? Do you know what I mean? But including Somerville, left side of the three, behind the striker, we know exactly how he's going to fit in. Rodriguez, hopefully that'll be confirmed tomorrow, later on today. He provides competition at central CDM area. All makes sense, right? This boy is the striker we've been waiting for, and provide competition for Antonio, who scored a good goal over the weekend, I think has said that he wants competition. It kicks him up the backside. So perhaps we'll see a slightly better Antonio. Well, hopefully a lot better Antonio, actually, since the last couple of years. And someone who's motivated, because I think he likes a challenge. Hopefully that'll help him. And I think Antonio will be better for resting a lot more and coming on as a sub. Like I keep saying, our bench is going to be so good, isn't it? You all know, Antonio, Ward-Prowse, Souček, Kufal, Krezi, maybe only two out of Alvarez, Rodriguez and Paqueta will play CDMs, and so forth, really. So really good bench, and maybe cheekily one or two more signings to come in this window, but it's really good. And I always look for key statements from the club in terms of how does it make sense. Obviously, West Ham is delighted. So that's kind of the first buzzword. It's a 4-year contract, everyone, for an undisclosed fee. So like the Somerville one, this is undisclosed. And like I keep saying, how much they are, we can't control as fans, and really don't really care. We're not paying for it. All we're interested in is let's get good players in, really. So that's kind of good. 6'2", everyone. All-round physical attributes, something we've been lacking. We've been lacking leaders, physical attributes, someone who's kind of, I'm not saying the winning year in, year out, but playing successfully for a really good team, really good club, at a good level, at club level and international level. You can see that, right? And I think that's kind of good, adding firepower. He's delighted to be there. He knows Tim Steidten really well from their Werder Bremen days. That's really good. That's two people that know each other really well. And something we must never overlook is, of course, we want to look at how good they are at football, but you must look at the character of the player. What attributes are they bringing into the dressing room, into the club, to show the youngsters? Like I kept saying, this project is about youngsters, as we know, and you guys talk about Red Bull model and all that stuff when Guilherme came in, and Somerville is fairly young at 22. But then you mix it in with one or two 29, 30, 31 year olds, then obviously what Lopetegui is doing and what he said to Somerville, that was key again, repeating myself, is Somerville said, I loved my clear interaction dialogue with the manager who clearly, honestly told me what he thinks of me, what he wants me to do, no messing about, and he knew clearly what the instructions and he wanted to sign. And J-Lo's interesting comments about Somerville, and hopefully will be about the signing Niclas Füllkrug in the time to come shortly, because J-Lo's comments haven't been noted as of yet. Tim Steitens has, but J-Lo's like, Somerville, he goes, I know him. I'm hoping I can help him. A proper coach. He's not the finished article. No one is, but I'm hoping I can assist him. I can be there when he needs me, put my arm around him, we'll have a bit of a laugh. You know, as you can see Joe from the training sessions, he likes a good laugh. I love that. I work, but I don't like to be too serious. Not all the time. Of course, we're doing a serious job at work, whatever, football, but you got to have that bit of... But I never saw that with David Moyes. Always miserable most of the time. Didn't really have any X Factor vibes from him, right? So J-Lo obviously wants to help Somerville. I like that attitude, really. And obviously, Niclas is obviously saying quite a lot of things, saying he's close to the supporters. He's obviously been following West Ham since Tim Steiten's been there, and he's seen the quality, and he's looking forward to kind of joining with the squad and help, really. And then Tim Steiten in return obviously worked with him, and he said, yeah, delighted again. It's that word again. He's going to bring us physicality, finishing qualities, really, good character, good mentality. Four amazing words there, isn't it? Physical, finishing qualities, character, and mentality. Very, very good in the player, and hopefully he'll bring that professionalism, and it'll be good. The only thing is, yeah, he hasn't played outside Germany, but I'm sure that could be fine. He's mature at 31, like I said, nicely settled with the family. They'll come along with him. London, hopefully, is fairly easy city to integrate into, you know. So hopefully that'd be good for him, really. Again, like I kept saying, I'm not going to show you the team tactics screen or talk about that. Suffice to say, I will do a show on that, hopefully, about all these signings coming through, how they're going to fit in. But obviously, summarising to say, really needed him. It makes sense to me. He's going to fit in. It should be good. Having said that, even after watching the Wolves games, you all know the defence it's in trouble. The defence is in dire need. It's in a real shit place at the moment, but we can only do what we can do with the days ticking by. Wan-Bissaka's deal's a pain in the ass to get over the line, or whoever they're going to bring in. But yeah, we need a centre-back desperately. We need a full-back desperately at a minimum, because the back four is fucking all over the place, really. And at the same time, like I mentioned, we've got to get a few people out the door, the Danny Ings, the Součeks, the Kufals. So we'll see how that happens, the Zoomers and people like that. Again, we'll see what happens. Looks like perhaps they'll keep him in until Christmas, see what happens. But you never know. But really, really happy this one's over the line. That's our second signing in 2-3 days. Rodriguez, he's had his medical. I believe he's passed it. So that should be, again, inevitably, maybe tomorrow morning or later on today. And really looking forward to seeing these people in front of the screen and speaking. I think I enjoy that what the club do. You know, Collins is in there, Anton Ferdinand's in there. But I think a lot of the boys, maybe they're just coming back from the US or still there or halfway between there and there. So we haven't really heard from Somerville yet in terms of a live video footage. And hopefully that'll all come with all the people piling in, really. So welcome to the club, my man. Wish you the best of luck. And I'm sort of really, really happy that at last we got a striker in. Who's a striker? Who plays a striker? and providing good competition. And I think we got a nice mix in the dressing room, beginning to get nice, quick, exciting young people in there, and mixture with nice mid-20s experienced people, and then 29, 30, or a few of them as well who've been around, seen a few things. So I think it's good. I know we really wanted to bring the average age down, but it's a long-term project. And every signing is kind of making sense for me, really, at the moment. And like I said, it's only the first window, and it's kind of good. They've really tried to make things happen. They've really been hands-on about it every single day. They've reached out to different clubs, reached out to different players. It's not been a case in the past where we spent days just arguing in a room without even going, like, manager wants someone else, coach wants someone else, owner wants someone else, and we've just not even reached out to any. And weeks have gone by, and we're just pussyfooting around. Here, I kept telling you, bear with the project, be patient. Let's get behind the club. There's been too much negativity between the club and the fans. Let's all get together on the same page. Can't wait for the first game at Villa. Like I said, I'm like a little kid. I love new signings, new kits out there. New signings are coming in. Hopefully, you got young kids. They'll probably want to get. They love people who score goals. Hopefully, this boy will, and we'll see a lot more shirts around the ground with our new signings on there. Get a good feel factor around the club, and get behind Uncle J-Lo and kind of Tim, and see how it goes, really. So that's it from me. Hopefully, like I said, I'll get some time this evening to kind of take in what's been going on, do a bit more tactical research, and bring that tactical show to you.